Despite what you may have heard from the Democrat Party, from Karine Jean-Pierre, from left-wing media, our border is not secure. We have a massive border crisis right now. It's gotten so bad that Joe Biden sent 800 soldiers to our southern border. And yet, we continue to hear bullshit like, oh, the border's secure. Like, it is not secure. And here's this video from CBS. I don't know if I would have any problems with playing this video a little bit, but let's try it out.
The Biden administration is sending 800 active duty troops to the border as migrant apprehensions near record levels. Border towns like El Paso.
Migrant apprehensions at record levels. Or did she say near record levels? Let's see. Let's take it back.
Border towns like El Paso and San Diego are on the front lines. Record levels. Border towns like troops to the border as migrant apprehensions near record levels.
Okay, near record levels.
Towns like El Paso and San Diego are on the front lines, but effects can be felt as far away as New York City, where space is running out to house migrants. Meanwhile, in Florida, transporting undocumented migrants into the state is a crime. We'll have more.
Transporting undocumented migrants. Oh, that's just so gross. How they manipulate language like that. These people are invading our country, and I think it's appropriate to call them illegal immigrants. But the Democrats want they want to give them a name that sounds nice, and it's gross.
More on a new arrest there later this hour, but first we turn to Manuel Bojorquez from the border.
Near Eagle Pass, Texas, hundreds of people continue to cross the Rio Grande, trying to slip under wire fences, overwhelming city services. But not
overwhelming city services, which takes away from the taxpayer, of course. Like, we have to pay for those services. So, just saying.
Everybody makes it. 2 people, including a 3-year-old boy, have already drowned in the past 2 days.
A 2-year-old boy drowned. Okay. Now, I remember when they used to pass around this meme when on Twitter when Donald Trump was president. Democrats, left wingers, they would pass around this meme of like a guy and like a kid that died. They drowned in a river, and they would be like, "Oh, this is Trump's fault." But that's total bullshit. This is the Democrats' fault. This is Joe Biden's fault. This is their fault for having the border open and telling these people to come here and encouraging them to come here by giving them free stuff and saying, hey, we're a sanctuary city. Come on over. This is entirely their fault. Everybody that gets hurt, everybody that dies, everybody that gets raped, all the children that get trafficked, everything. It is all because of them. It's because they're encouraging people to come here. If we shut down the border, I'm not saying all that stuff would go to zero, but it would drastically reduce. It would be drastically reduced.
Still in Juarez, Mexico, we found more are risking those final steps north, like this group from Venezuela using tree limbs as a bridge to get to the other side. Sometimes they fall in.
I feel real bad for the kids Just so much bad stuff happens to these kids on the way here because the Democrats say, hey, come on over. And these people are like, okay, I'll drag my kid along with me. Hopefully they don't die. And some of them send them with criminals, and the criminals do horrible stuff to them because the Democrats are inviting them over.
And it's been difficult really to watch when they have to handle children, babies, and try to keep them safe, literally handing them over to somebody who plucks them over to the other side. The majority are from Venezuela, but will not be eligible for temporary legal status and expedited work permits announced by the Biden administration for nearly 500,000 Venezuelan migrants because they did not enter the country before July 31st. In New York, where the change could apply to less than 10,000 people,
Wait, what was that? 9,500 eligible for temporary legal status and work permit. That's exactly the opposite of what we need. They need to send them out. They need to deport these people. Wow, what the hell? Look at this. All dudes. All men here. See any women? I don't see any women here. It's weird. Like, wow. Okay. I don't know if, like, they're separated. Like, what's going on here? Or if, like, we're just getting a whole lot of dudes coming in.
applied to less than 10,000 people. Officials worried it did not go far enough.
I'm getting 10,000 a month, and so we can't spike the ball.
We can't spike the ball. The ball's been spiked. The ball's been fucking spiked at the fucking border. The ball has been spiked by Democrats forever. Well, ever since Donald Trump ran for president. Shit, even before that. I mean, Barack Obama deported a whole lot of people. They called him the deporter in chief. But, then Donald Trump ran and it became racist to deport the invaders.
Republicans have criticized the Biden administration's move, saying it will only motivate more people to try to cross. But back along the border, we found migrants say what they're fleeing, political persecution or poverty, are bigger motivators. You didn't know that about the new status. But would that change?
These people need to fight for their country. They need to stay in their country and fight for their country. And anybody here that thinks that they deserve your help more than American people, you can go ahead and leave and give them money out of your own pocket. Fuck off. Get the fuck out of here. But they don't. They don't. The thing I hate most about Democrats is they act like they want to help people, but they only want to do it at somebody else's expense. Every fucking time.
What you're doing, ¿eso cambiaría lo que ustedes están tratando de hacer?
No cambiaría, creo que sería.
It doesn't change why you're leaving. But U.S. Customs and Border Patrol agents say cartels have been using misinformation for months, urging migrants to head north. They found this group parched and lost, asking for help.
These cartels are very good at what they do. It's a multi-billion-dollar industry. They're focusing on migrant smuggling and the disinformation that they're feeding migrants to fuel that profit stream.
And Manuel Bojorquez joins us now. Manny, you spoke to a number of people, and I know you've been covering this story for several years now. People will tell you the lengths that they'll go to get to this country, but did they tell you what would prevent them from coming across the border?
You know, at this point, like we said in the piece and like people told us, the push factors, as they're called, the reasons they're leaving, I should say, that seems to be the overwhelming thing here. that people are saying, look, Venezuela is so bad. And the vast majority of the people we spoke with today are from Venezuela, that they had no choice but to continue to head north. And many people have said, look, why don't they claim asylum in Mexico first? But they say there's extortion there, that there's kidnappings there. They do not feel safe. And that's why they're continuing to make their way up here. On the other side, you have Border Patrol saying that many of them are fed lies by the cartels who are simply looking to profit off of them.
I mean, it truly is overwhelming when you look at those pictures. Seeing
Yeah. These people are being victimized because of the Democrats, because of the open borders socialist morons, because of the people who voted for Joe Biden.
and hearing about the 3-year-old that drowned not too long ago. You mentioned riding with Customs and Border Protection agents. What happens specifically when CPB encounters those migrants?
Yeah, and it's interesting. I asked one of them, what are we not seeing that you would like to tell us about? And he pointed to this particular area where we're standing right now. This is a point of the border where Mexico, New Mexico, and Texas meet. And he says specifically this area, it's not just people looking to turn themselves into Border Patrol to request asylum like we're seeing in many of the videos that we're sharing about this situation. He said roughly half the people that are trying to enter here are trying to avoid agents.
Manuel Bojorquez for us. Thank you so much.
So there you have it. CBS News is obvious. It's obvious that they're left wing, but they're reporting on how Joe Biden is sending troops to our southern border, even though they constantly lie to us and tell us, "Oh, there's no problem. The border's secure, guys. Everything's fine. Don't worry about it."